Hey everyone, it's Ethan or Miist back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about every movie I watched last week, and you guys may have noticed already that it is a different day than what I've been doing most of this year, which I was uploading on Sunday, this video. Now it's back on Monday, obviously, and I just feel more comfortable doing this on Mondays. It feels better, it feels more fluid. So then my watches are Monday to Sunday and new video on the next Monday, rather than doing Sunday to Saturday and then my new video on Sunday. And the reason why I was doing that is because of Mel Mondays. I didn't really want to double upload, but Mel and I haven't done a Mel Monday in about a month. She doesn't really want to record much recently, although we've been talking about it again, so we're hoping to get back into it. But yeah, instead now I'm just going to do these videos on Monday, and if we're going to upload a Mel Monday, we're going to just double upload. So why not? More content, I guess. Yeah, so let's get into it. I watched 13 movies last week because technically there was an extra day, which I had a great day Saturday anyways. Yesterday didn't really affect much, but yeah, my theme for last week was the Alien movies, and I'm working on Predator right now. This morning I finished Ferrari, which will be in next week's video, and all the Predator and then Alien vs. Predator movies will be in next week's as well. So with that being said, let's get into this with my least favorite watch of the week, which was Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. And holy fuck, man. If you guys have watched this movie, you know it is dreadful. It is like the cringiest jokes I have ever heard. Every joke, almost every joke, is a pun, and some of them are horrendously bad. Like, they are worse than dad joke bad. And I like dad jokes, but holy fuck, man, this movie was so bad. I don't think it's like the worst movie I've ever seen. And actually, apparently, I'm higher on it than some people, even though I ranked it a 19 out of 100. It gets a 1 star. The highest average rating on Letterboxd for this movie is a half star. So, yeah, I'm sure most of you probably didn't even know this movie existed, but it's a Peacock original. This is just not good. Let's please move on. All right, up next we have Alien Resurrection, a 24 out of 100, and in my review for this, I literally wrote, we're getting to Friday the 13th level of trash now. I didn't enjoy the last one, but fuck, this one was stupid. And I kind of felt that about 3 and 4 for Aliens. I really didn't enjoy either of them that much. I thought they were both quite bad. And yeah, I mean, really, the best way to describe it was it's starting to turn like Friday the 13th, where it just is not good. For the most part, it's just not good. But out of the 6 Alien movies, only 2 of them I didn't like. The other 4 I enjoyed quite a lot. So yeah, this one is just not good. Also, I was really looking forward to this one because I seen the cast, and yeah, no, just not a good movie. Although, shout out Betty. If you've watched this, you know that there's a ship called the Betty, and shout out Betty. Alright, up next, Alien 3, a 41 out of 100. I was really looking forward to this one, seeing David Fincher's name attached to it as the director, but overall, this was a really big disappointment, and I just didn't enjoy it very much. I don't think it's nearly as bad as number 4, but I still don't think it's good whatsoever. Like I said, a 41 out of 100, but I just felt like every movie got worse as they kept going, pretty much. Kind of. We'll talk about it in a minute, but yeah, just didn't enjoy this movie really at all. So yeah, let's just keep going. On to Code 8, which was a mid-movie, a decent movie, maybe. But yeah, I mean, it was fine. I wasn't overly interested or intrigued in this movie, and I say it in my review of the second one. But I feel like this would be a really cool or unique or fun video game franchise or video game, but I don't really think it's great movies. I think both of the movies were fine, and honestly, the real reason I watched Code 8 was so I could knock off Code 8 Part 2 and to add it to my 2024 watch list, because I'm really trying to watch more 2024 movies, and I'm already at 20 right now, or 21. So I'm doing really good. That's like almost half of what I had done last year already. So I'm doing really, really good this year, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, I don't really think either of these movies are that great. I do think the second one is better than the first one by a little bit. I ranked it a 60 out of 100, and it gets a 3-star. But overall, it's really nothing special. Yeah, let's keep going to another 2024 watch. I watched The Beekeeper, and this is, I think, like number 4, number 5 in my 2024 releases so far, which is not great. I ranked it a 69 out of 100, and I mean, it's not good, but it was It was entertaining, which is really all that I needed it to be. Jason Statham action movies are just always typically somewhat entertaining, and that was kind of the same thing with this one. I didn't really find there was much charisma to it, although I do think the colors were pretty sweet in it. It was nice to look at, although on the contrary, it also wasn't nice to look at. I just found the editing to be really choppy and messy and weird. I don't know if that was just me. I just thought it was really odd editing, and I just didn't like it. The cuts just felt really weird. So yeah, a decent movie. Like I said, it gets a 3-star for me, a 69, nice, out of 100. But let's keep going to Alien Covenant, which I really like this new rebooted franchise of the Alien movies. Maybe I should say really like, but I do enjoy them. Both of them I ranked a good 3.5 stars. So yeah, this one is my least favorite of the two new ones. There's supposed to be a new one coming out this year from what I've seen on Letterboxd, so that's pretty interesting, and I'm excited for that. It'll be cool to see one in theater, because I feel like the sound in theater would be really awesome. Anyways, sidetrack. This one was pretty interesting, and one thing I was really looking forward to with Prometheus and Covenant was that I could finally see really good CGI for an alien, because in the first two Alien movie, well, all of the first 4, I guess, it's mostly practical effects, and they look horrifying, and they look very well done. But then in the third and fourth, they started messing around with some CGI, and it was really, really bad. So seeing Covenant, because I can't really say I've seen it in Prometheus, unfortunately. I was really disappointed by that, but we'll talk about that shortly. In Covenant, we had tremendous CGI for the xenomorphs, and I thought they looked so damn good. So I'm really excited for this new movie, because this came out in 2017. You know, this is 7 years later now that this next one is coming out, and I really hope the CGI looks good in this one, because the xenomorphs just look so cool, and they're super unique with so much detail. But anyways, didn't really talk about this movie, but never trust a droid. And I ranked it a 73 out of 100, so it's kind of in the middle of the pack. It's bottom 3 of the Alien movies so far. But yeah, let's keep going to Prometheus, a 78 out of 100. When I seen this cast, I was stunned. I was like, yo, this cast is absolutely stacked. It was crazy. It really shocked me how stacked the cast was. I had no idea, but yeah, I enjoyed this one. A 78 out of 100 for me. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, like I said, I just enjoyed this quite a bit, and this one felt like a real passion project from Ridley Scott, of course, the creator of Alien. And it was nice to see him being in the director chair again. And again, like I said, this one just felt like a passion project for him. It felt super unique. Even though it is connected to the Alien universe, it still feels different, and we see different types of aliens as well. And we get a brief little clip of a xenomorph at the end, which was really disappointing because I thought there was going to be a lot of aliens in this movie, and there just wasn't, unfortunately. So it was quite disappointing. But overall, the cinematography and the camera work in this movie was tremendous. Definitely one of the strongest points of this movie. I ranked Prometheus a 78 out of 100. But let's keep moving to our first great movie of the week, which is Kung Fu Panda. This is a very great movie, in my opinion. Tai Lung is a top 2 DreamWorks villain. He might be 1, but I kind of think Death is 1. Anyways, I just watched the Kung Fu Pandas, I think last year, right around this time, or earlier, in like January of last year, but I planned on rewatching all of them with Mel, but she didn't really enjoy the first one that much, and it's kind of common knowledge that they just get worse. And we were going to watch them so we could go see the fourth together, but she doesn't want to go see the fourth anymore because her friend had gone to see it, and they ended up walking out of the theater because it was so bad, which I'm sure it's not that bad. But yeah, I'm going to go see it with my mom this week, and I'll let you guys know in next week's video what Kung Fu Panda 4 is like. But nonetheless, an 85 out of 100 for the original Kung Fu Panda. It's obviously my favorite of these movies, but yeah, it's great. Let's keep going to Alien. I'm going to just read my review for this one because I feel like I summed it up pretty well. But amazing tension building, amazing thrilling scenes, amazing reveal, and amazing set pieces. I knew exactly what was coming, and I still got jump scared twice watching this, which is a huge accomplishment because I do not often react to jump scares, and they typically never get me. And the fact that this movie is, quick math, 45 years old is really great that it still had an effect of horror on me, because I do not find older movies like that to be scary. Even if it is a horror movie, I don't know if I've ever reacted to a horror movie that's around that age. So shout out to Alien. But yeah, I would be lying if I said I wasn't a bit disappointed. I expected this to just be so amazing, and honestly, I just thought it was great. I thought it was going to be a top tier horror movie in my books, and unfortunately I was a little underwhelmed about it. So I still ranked it an 89 out of 100. It's not like I think it's bad by any means. I still think it's great. But again, like I said, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed by it, because I really had super, super high hopes. But yeah, unfortunately, it still only gets that 4-star rank for me. But with that being said, let's keep going to Aliens, which I did prefer. I do think the second one is better than the first one. I don't know if that's a hot take. I see people on both ends, which is better. So I don't know if that's a hot take, but overall, this one was really awesome. I enjoyed this one more. I thought it was just as suspenseful and thrilling, and it still got me one time as well with a jump scare. It was pretty good horror, but this one just was more interesting, and honestly, I like the cast more in this one as well. Shout out Bill Paxton, R.I.P. But yeah, this one gets a 92 out of 100 for me, so pretty high, obviously, and I really, I really enjoyed this for this one being almost 40 years old, 38, so pretty cool. Well, let's keep going to, I guess I should have said this previously, but we're now in the top 3, now in the top 2, and this next one, Ford versus Ferrari, absolutely blew me away. A 95 out of 100. One of my favorite watches of this year. And yeah, this was tremendous. I think Bale and Damon both put on absolute all-time performances, more so Damon. But yeah, Christian Bale, of course, is amazing, and Matt Damon is, of course, amazing. But this movie really was amazing. I loved this movie. I was really contemplating it, giving it the 5 stars, but I decided not to. But man, was it ever close. It's really close. It would be 2 points off a 5-star currently. But For a 2.5 hour movie, this one flew by. I was enthralled the entire time. I thought it was amazing. This is one I really quickly want to rewatch later this year because, like I said, this was a first time watch for me and it was tremendous. I loved it. So, with that being said, let's move on to my number one of the week, and I still cannot believe I managed to get Mel to sit down and watch Oppenheimer with me for 3 hours, but we did it, and finally, it's the first time I've rewatched Oppenheimer. I've been wanting to ever since it came out, but I just never ended up doing it, and I am so glad I finally got to do it again. It's perfect. I had it at a 98 out of 100. I moved it to a 100 out of 100. I think it's easily the best movie from 2024 from a technical aspect. But it's still not. No, actually, I can't say that. I take that back. I don't know how I can even argue which is better between Oppenheimer and Spider-Verse because they are both absolute technical achievements in film. I can't argue that. Across the Spider-Verse is still my favorite movie of last year, but nonetheless, I'm just glad I got Mel to watch Oppenheimer with me, and I raised it to a 100 out of 100 for yet another perfect Nolan movie. I think that's 3 now. The Dark Knight, Interstellar, and Oppenheimer, I think I have all at 100 out of 100. So, yeah. Anyways, shout out to the Oscar sweep of Oppenheimer. I think there was a few awards that they should have won, or a few more awards that they should have won, but maybe for another video. Anyways, sorry this is so long. Yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.